Welcome.
What's up, YouTube? This is part 2 of DeathCon and my life. Thought I would bring this stuff to y'all because I want y'all to know about me. See, I'm bringing you some Call of Duty 4, rocking the G3, different kind of weapon. Like the last gameplay, this is mediocre gameplay, but let's get into the commentary here and continue, because I'm sure y'all are burning to know a little bit more about me. So my dad was in the Army for 23 years, and I grew up on an Army base. And like I said, my mom and dad's been together 36 years, and it finally come to where my dad had to retire from the Army. Well, of course, we're going to be moving into the civilian life. That's something I had never experienced before. I was like 13 years old. And my dad did have the choice to go to Korea and take his family with him. You know, me and my mom, himself, and my little sister. We're 8 years apart. But he decided not to go ahead and retire. So we ended up moving to Paducah, Kentucky, actually where I pretty much live now. I probably live 10 or 15 miles from there. But anyways, that's when my life started to change a whole lot. When I moved to the civilian life, I guess if you want to call it that, we moved to a trailer park, and I immediately started meeting new people, different people. I was just about a teenager, or a teenager at 13 years old. Some people want to call it, you know, you're a teenager. I don't really call it a teenager till you're about 16, but I started meeting the wrong people, and I discovered, you know, marijuana. I discovered drugs in general. And the crazy thing about it is I started my foot off really wrong. I started hanging around the wrong crowd, if you wanted to call that. We're constantly, you know, into trouble, stealing stuff, causing havoc. I was constantly getting into fights with people at school. Thought I was a badass. And then I got into the gang situation. And y'all are going to be like, what? You were a member of a gang? Yes, I was. And I don't want to say I wasn't proud of it, because at the time, you know, all the years not seeing my dad in the Army and whatnot, I did spend time with my mom. You know, I knew I always had them guys there with me, and but that really started to change my life. I'm not going to say the name of the gang, but some people are not going to take me seriously on this, but this is very serious, what I'm talking about. So I started, you know, I become a gang member, and I was really getting into really bad things. I was carrying a gun around everywhere I went. Thought I was a total badass, doing graffiti. And the town I'm from is not even a big town, you know. But the gangs around where I live at was pretty serious. But they were family to me. And I did that for probably about 3 years. I ended up getting jumped one night and almost dying. I had like 30 guys jump me while I was in the car with 2 other girls. Beat me with a crowbar. Tried to pull me out of the car. I would not let them pull me out. I tried everything I did. They busted all the glass. After that, I met this girl. I was about 16 years old, and my life started to take a little bit of change after that. I started playing high school basketball, playing soccer, playing baseball, and I pretty much, it's pretty crazy, but after the 2-3 years that I was a thug, I made a 360-degree turn, and I went from being a thug to a prep, if you want to call it, because this girl I met, she was actually a cheerleader, and she was pretty hot, hottie blonde, and I started playing sports in high school, and I didn't stop smoking the pot and doing the drugs, but I grew up a lot. And I dated this girl I don't want to say she's my first love. She was my first puppy love, I guess you want to say. You know, we all have them. I did lose my virginity to her. I was 16 when I lost my virginity, and of course she lost her virginity to me, and she was 16. But my life started to get better. Well, pretty much through the rest of high school, I did pretty good. I thought I was hot shot playing basketball, playing soccer. I lost a lot of weight. I think before all this started, when I was 14, I was a little hefty guy. I was like 230 pounds, something like that. And after I started playing the sports, and you know, I met the cheerleader, and I lost probably about 40 pounds or so, and I was just a totally different person. Well, I didn't make it all the way through high school. I got to my junior year, and I decided that I wanted to get in a fight with somebody at school. This dude was actually fucking with my girlfriend, and I let him have it, and we ended up getting alternative school. And then I jumped on him in alternative school. They ended up suspending me, expelling me completely from the school. Well, I never went back to high school. I actually went and got my GED, and that's when my life took a change for the worse like never before. What I'm gonna talk about, guys, is you know, some horrible shit, and I'm gonna be an example for you younger guys. You know, keep your head on straight. You know, watch the people you hang around at your age, because most of them don't know nothing about life. You know, and if they're into bad things still and doing drugs and whatnot, just steer clear of it, because you know, what happened to me could happen to you. So back to what I was saying. So after high school, or well, about my junior year, I dropped out, went and got my GED. And I'll continue this again, because obviously the gameplay's over. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Peace.